Pramod sir, you always talk about learning. You have to increase your learning to excel into the life. But you know what? There are two ways basically how you can learn a new skill, which is basically self-paced learning, and second is basically live classes, through live classes. So which one we should prefer? In this video, I'm going to talk about what are the advantages of live classes, what are the different advantages of self-paced. So this is going to be unbiased ones. See, this is I'm going with very frank discussion in this case, right? I'm not selling anything, by the way. But again, I'm just giving you the more important point, and I have basically research on this topic also, and I'm going to give you a couple of important points in this case. Okay, let's get started. Which one you should basically prefer, self-paced learning or the live classes? Which one you should prefer? First of all, let's discuss about the live classes. So see, live-paced basically means where learners have a flexibility to access the program or a process or a course through the own material or preferred way, right? Or preferred pace. Which basically means in the self-paced classes, you will see lot of recordings are already done. And what exactly it is done is you basically pay for some amount and you will get our recordings back. See, what are the disadvantage and advantage in this case? Let's discuss. This is very important, right? I think many of you already have seen the pros and cons. You have seen the self-paced, right? Most of the Udemy courses are self-paced only. So let's see what are the pros that we have. It's a flexible in nature, right? It's where we have a flexibility. I can watch that Udemy video anytime, whenever I'm comfortable. It's a personalized learning. It's up to me what is the pace that we have. I have a freedom. I can rewatch multiple times. I can revisit. If I miss something, I can do this. For example, when I am doing a self-learning, I can do 1.5x, 2x, whatever I can do, right? And get her at autonomy and independence, right? I have a lot of independence. I can do whatever I want. But there are cons. What are the different cons? Cons are basically very important here. See, limited instructions of interactions. You will have a very less interaction. Like for example, right now you are into a self-paced mode, right? If you want to ask something to me, we don't have any interaction. What you will do is you will put a question into the chat, then I will reply you after 1 day or 2 days, right? That's one of the major disadvantages in self-paced. Potentials of procrastination, because see, whenever you have a recordings available, you will say, okay, I will watch it after 2 times, after watch it second time. But you know what? I have basically bought a lot of Udemy courses and I have never watched second or third video, to be honest. I have many courses I have bought. For example, there was one course related to Android app development. I have never watched the third video of that one because of the procrastination, because it's not live. I generally lose my enthusiasm and the goal that I wanted to achieve. So that's very important. Lack of peer collaboration. In the self-paced course, there is no peer, right? It's your pace. There is no accountability. So that basically potential isolation is also there, right? So that's the important point. Live classes in which where you have a real-time interaction, generally that we do also, right? I do live classes also, those things. These classes are scheduled at a specific learners will all join. They will have a video conferencing through Zoom or something like this. Advantages. See, advantages, real-time interaction. I think this is one of the important things. You can ask doubt. The more doubt you will ask, the more good understanding you will have. It's a structured, guided learning. You will have a collaboration with other people also. For example, if somebody is asking the question you had in your mind, then it's a good learning that you have, right? It's accountability and motivation. You will know there are hundreds of other people who are learning right side by side with me, and they are basically asking these questions. So there will be accountability and motivation which will be added. This is what I have seen also. Cons, of course, there will be a fixed schedule, limited flexibility, and pace may not suit you. For example, suppose you miss some of the live classes, then it's very difficult sometimes to cope up. This is what I have seen, right? Now, very important point which I wanted to give is research. So live classes are overall more effective. They are community driven. This is what I have noticed. Now you will agree on this. See, there are live classes that you will find which are one-time courses, but they are not community driven. Community driven basically means they will have a community which is already where people are basically continuously learning and solving your doubts. Closed groups basically helps. If it is a live class where these are closed groups, means other people are not present and people are more comfortable in talking to each other. This is what I have noticed. That's why you have seen my club also, right? Let me show you also. See, generally, this is why I think things works, which is club, right? It's a very closed community and people are comfortable in asking a lot of questions, which is a community driven platform. This is what it is. For example, if you see this is an automation batch, here you will see people are trying to answer and I have even not replied it. People are basically asking each other and they are replying to each other. This is the power of community driven learning. This is what I am just basically talking about here. Closed groups where people are more comfortable. So this is, by the way, that was an automation tester blueprint batch. Paid versus free, I think paid are more effective. This is according to, even if you read the upgrade article, right, where they have basically given the difference between a paid and the free one. Overall conclusion, if you see, right, the conclusion was this thing: paid are always will be the more effective, because whenever people pay, they have more accountability and they are more serious. This is what they have noticed. And if you go with the research, right, there is one research which is done by the US, right? It is done, by the way, in India, right? India also, I think Prabhas, who has done it, right? Prabhas Ranjan. Blended courses versus the online courses, where they have basically given you the learnings. The learnings was that the community driven programs or community driven live courses makes more sense, and closed groups where people are basically attracting each other, like for example we have it in Club, right? This makes more sense as compared to the normal live classes where one time interaction was there and after that instructor forget about you. No, this is not what I have done. See, even in my automation framework, automation batches, you will know that my courses are mostly community driven closed groups, right? Because of the learnings that I have done and research I have done. All right. So this was it. I know it was a very different point. Which one is right for you? I cannot say. Some people are comfortable in self-paced courses, right? Free or paid. That's up to your choice. This is your choice, of course. Some people are preferring the live classes and more into community driven. This is what you can do. See, it's up to you. It's your choice. You are comfortable, whichever you are comfortable. This is it. I have given you just a framework how to learn better, right? I hope this video helps. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.